Our first responders see it all: the death, the abuse, the forgotten. And while we view these men and women as our toughest citizens, this high frequency of trauma can claim its victims.
When police arrived, Simon came outside on the porch and pointed a shotgun at the officers. The officers fired shots immediately.
Sergeant Stephen Yarberry was just a rookie when he fired his weapon on this cold December night in 1987, shooting and killing a man. Those memories haunted him.
Because it's spinning in your head. It's like a tape recorder that won't stop.
But Yarberry, like most officers back then, operated by a tough-it-out mentality. He was cleared to go back to work within days.
I wasn't ready. I was a mess.
Studies show ignoring the symptoms of trauma can have devastating effects on first responders, with about half of those involved in a shooting leaving the profession within 5 years.
It's part of the job that does it too. It's a lot of times they'll have relationship problems, alcohol problems. But where did that start out from?
But if you think PTSD is something only first responders or military members experience, think again. 223 million Americans experience trauma. Of those, 44 million have PTSD. That's 15 times the population of Kansas.
Most people who have experienced trauma start to wonder, why am I struggling to sleep, or why am I thinking about this over and over again?
Stacy Winter is the CEO of MPAC, a company that provides clinical therapy to first responders across Kansas. These are the symptoms Winter says to look for: sleeplessness, avoidance, hypersensitivity, not to mention constant flashbacks.
Focused on your own health and wellness, eating right, sleeping right, layering in all those protective factors.
The Wichita Police Department has responded to its own officers' cries for help. Sergeant Yarberry runs the Critical Incident Stress Management Team. This group of officers shows up at our city's most troubling scenes, like child abuse cases and even the recent murder of Deputy Kunze.
And then we also facilitate group debriefings. Everybody spills it out on the table, and then when they leave there, it doesn't mean that the trauma is going to go away, but they understand what happened and sometimes can put it to rest at that point.
Yarberry says talk about the event or get professional help, advice he wishes someone had given to him all those years ago.
I can stand up there and tell my story. 10, 15 years ago, I probably couldn't have.